He was really a good baby. When the kids were small, I'd put the oven on. When I bathe them, they get so cold. And the heat, and Steve would just go, oh. Just relax. He loved that. Laying on my lap and the heat coming out on him. And he was always a really good baby. And
I think he's the only one that they handed to me when he was born, right after he was born. And then when he had pneumonia and I stayed with him in the hospital, but somehow Steve and I really hit it off pretty good. He's the one that would come out when I'm cleaning the garage or doing something outside. He would say, "Can I help you, Dad?" He would come out and do that. Steve was always just a good kid. And then when they were old enough to go to the job with me, he was always a pretty good worker. And when he got out of high school, he came with me and started learning the trade, and never left. He stayed there the whole time.
It's funny because some of my favorite or earliest memories are during the construction of that little house with the arches, out there next to the castle house. Some of the older kids remember that little farmhouse that they bought. I vaguely remember that, but during the construction of that home was a kind of a fun time. We thought it was like camping because we were put outside. I think we spent several weeks in that old studio that my mom taught ballet in. Some of those times in the big white barn. I remember Mom playing 12 o'clock midnight with us. She was funny. She had a great sense of humor, and she was always doing something fun with us like that. I love that my dad instilled the ability to work in me, but what he taught me there I'll cherish, and my mom's the same thing. She was gone most of the time. We were pretty much latchkey kids where we'd come home and there'd be nobody home after school. So we would go in and there would be instructions on how to finish up dinner or take a roast out of the oven that may have been cooking, or she never left and went anywhere without making sure there was either dinner in the oven or instructions on how to make it. So I learned how to cook, how to clean, and how to do my laundry and everything from her, stuff that just you don't really think you'll have any use for. But I was a bachelor for a long time after high school, and so it was just stuff you learned. And again, there was so many people that didn't even know what first thing about it, and I'm like, wow, really? How do you get this far in life and not know how to do your laundry or cook a meal, But to be honest and to deal fairly with people, they always taught that, and I love and respect them for that alone even, and that's what I would want for my own kids, Be honest, be loving, kind, be truthful, and find out for yourself what's right and wrong in this world. And I have nothing but cherished memories of it. I think we're who we are because of those who help raise us and those we spend our time with. It was a wonderful thing, and I hope that my own kids can cherish the time that they had together as well,